Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Shivery Timbers, where I've been a little bit busy. I've been adding a few mods on to just tweak the lighting on this game and make it look just a little bit shinier, a little bit nicer. My computer is complaining a little bit more than it usually does, but that's okay. It just reminds me that it's time for me to go out and buy one of those shiny new RTX 2080s, or at least when I can afford one. They're bloody expensive. They're a bit too expensive for my taste. Maybe I'll be a freak and get one of the 1660s instead, but no. Hey, we're here at the Rockabout because someone mentioned that my Australianisms have caused me to do something silly. See how they're kind of turning across each other here? Yeah, that's because well, I done made a boo-boo. I made a little boo-boo because in Australia, roundabouts go clockwise, but in the rest of the world, they go anti-clockwise because that's the way that the roads go, like that. So now, when they come out... Oh, hello. Oh, jeez. Old mate had a fun time there with his caravan. But now when they come out of here, they'll turn out and everything will be a lot smoother. So, thank you for letting me know in the comments that was there. I do read them. And I respond to them as well. So, you know, I think that's going to make the Rockabout run a little bit better. I would prefer it if it weren't, if it didn't have parking enabled. I think there's a way here. Where is it? Junction restrictions, right. Manual traffic lights, no. Add priority, aha. Vehicle restrictions. No. Parking. That's what we want. Okay, we don't want parking on the Rockabout. We want this bad boy to be dedicated to just shuffling traffic through here as quickly as possible. We should probably check that this one is set the same. I doubt people would be parking this far down, but just to be on the safe side. See, this one was set up correctly, but it was because I made the other one manually. It was done in the incorrect direction. But anyway, that's all taken care of now. Let's, oh, and there was one more thing. Not that, sorry. I wanted to stop Traffic Manager. And this one is just called Football Stadium. So we need to fix this up. Well, we're going to call it the Tom de Dome. There we go. There you go, Tom. Thanks, mate. Have we won our matches? We have. We beat these guys as well. Who was that? Westfield. Oh, that was last time. Okay, great. So when's the next match? On the 25th of the 8th. So we've got a little ways to go before the next match at the Tom de Dome. But when it does happen, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's going to be exciting. Okay, so last time we got in... Hello, we've got some heating problems over here. Why is that? Is it just because we don't have enough? Let's see. Heating availability is low. Well, I guess we better get ourselves a new hot water plant, which we can pop down here in the hot water zone with the rest of the hot watery type things. Here we go. What's this guy? Oh, that's just the standard burn fossilized fossil fuels to make hot water. But we don't want that. We want to use this lovely, free but slightly less efficient geothermal power to do what we need to do. I think that's going to be good. I'm going to have to get rid of this bugger at some point. Old hillside hills. That's a bit of... It's not a mouthful, but for some reason, I just fumbled on that really, really badly. But hillside hills down here, I mean, it's very smoggy. And it's just lacking workers all over the shop. So I might have to consider getting rid of that at some stage, just to make things a little bit better. Okay, wowzers, bowsers, look at these buildings. They're all absolutely toppity tier, with lots of adults and young adults, and I mean, that's way less than what I would expect to be living in there. I mean, there is, I suppose, there's like, you know, 50 odd people in there. What about these ones? How much do these ones carry? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Alright. Should we let Caleton bleed out a little bit as well? I kind of feel... Oh, hang on a second. That's the other thing. Oh no, they are stopping there. So did I set those lines up in the end. I must have done... Maybe I did that off camera. Where is it? Metro. No. Tram. Metro. Train. Where is monorail? There it is. And let's check our lines. No. See? I didn't make a line. Can I just make a new stop? No. I can't... No. Was there a stop there? Drag a line. Drag a stop to move it. Was it this one that was missing? I can't see the stops because they're like inside of the station. I can see that there are blobs there to say that there are stops in the way. Yeah, there are stops there. So I must have hooked that up at some point and then completely and utterly forgotten that I hooked all of these up. So that's fine. They're all taken care of. Or was it this one down here? Oh, it was. Drag line to add a stop. And then click. Okay. And then one there. Okay, great. So that seems to have done the trick. I can kind of see the circle, but it's kind of difficult to see. That seems to have done the trick. I'm not going to touch it anymore. I'm just going to let that go. Okay. So passengers last week was 0 on this one. The other ones over here, these ones should have, yeah, so 300 odd. But now that we've put a dot in this station, hopefully, yeah, I can see passengers sort of floating about in here now. All right, 75 people, great. So there we go. I think that was Jeffa that mentioned that one, and some others probably mentioned it as well. But yeah, that hasn't been functioning since I put it in. But that's okay because it is now fixed and ready to service passengers. Should we get some more residentially expansion going on? I feel like I want to bleed this section out a little bit as well. So if we get into here and we grab a couple of these, right, just like that, and that one, and we can go do 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 do. Well, that's going to be a big one, and then this guy here. Okay, so we'll let these high density ones just sort of stretch and reach a little bit. We'll have these ones here as well, and maybe this one, right? So it just comes out past the monorail. We can have a little jutty-outy bit of high density stuff, and then that'll then bleed down into this low density stuff here around the lake, and oh, it's going to be lovely. Where else can we do a bit of that? We did a bunch in here last time, which now looks incredible. I have to say, I mean, this is, you know, my personal opinion here. I think it looks pretty spiffy. I feel like we could have a little bit coming up through the center here, or maybe up in the center of the Angry Bee. Like next to these rocks here. What do you reckon? A couple of little rocky high-rises? Ooh, geez, is that going to ignore that rock? Let's find out. If it doesn't, and it tries to demolish the rock, I'm just going to nuke this town from orbit. I have to say, that rock is one of my favorites. If you touch it, I will be very angry. Just saying. We'll have a couple more in here as well. Just dotting those in. Getting things looking good. And in here, how did that turn out? That just sort of turned out to be a big donk of tenement blocks, didn't it? Not the greatest. Not the greatest. Not really what I was hoping to see. But we could... Should we add some more? If we should? Would we should? I think we might. I think we might bleed a little bit more of this. I'll use this tool, and I'll just prune down these buildings here, and then what we'll do is we'll be even more engineering about this, and we'll leave some gaps between them, right? So these can just be like 2x3 little buildings. They'll pop into here, and then we can splash some trees around amongst them. How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty spiffy. Ready? Because you know me and my trees, I do get a little bit excited about popping in the old trees, but that's just me. Okay, alders. Alders will do nicely. We'll dunk a couple of these in between these and around, down like, oop. Ooh, they're dotting a bit quicker than I'm used to today. But that's okay. I'll tell you what, we'll just do like this. And then as the buildings build, they'll demolish the trees that aren't going to be needed. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Okay. And then down here, I reckon we need like a lovely grove that stretches all the way down between all of these buildings. Just to break it up a little bit and make it look a little bit shinier. I mean, they're all, you know, white trees, so they're not exactly thrilling to look at, but it does give us a little bit of variation. Should we have a little line across in front of this park as well? Beautiful. In fact, I kind of feel like I want this line to sort of carry on all the way along this road here. Just to add... Oh, except for there because there's a power line. But just to add a little bit of variance down this road. A little bit of... You know what? Hang on. Let's move this power line a little bit. Just like that. And then we'll get in with our alders again. Wait, is that what I was using? That's tree with leaves. Oh, dearie me. I don't know. The tree with leaves doesn't look too bad, though. Let's mix a couple of those in until we just get down to this roundabout here. Right? No, this one. Oh, yeah, that doesn't look bad. That looks pretty good. Ah, actually, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's do palm trees. No, let's do a Corsican pine. Oh, yeah. Okay, we can have a couple of those in here as well. And then I feel like we should have... I mean, we've got this park here. Should we have another service or some kind of nicety thing going on here? I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea. But we'll add some, like, just some cheeky bushes like this. Ooh. Just have a few dots of those. What are these? This is a green tree. Have a couple of these dotted in. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then maybe something a bit larger. Maybe like some conifers or something, with some beeches. Oh. Pines? They're going to be a bit taller. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, this isn't bad. Okay. Great. And then one or two of these big bad boys here, because I really do like them. There's like a little grove of them there. Hey? See, there we go. Doesn't that look better? I think that looks great. I think we might need some small bushes as well. And then, where was the grassy stuff? High vegetation. Alright. Can we dot a couple of these in here? Just to add a little bit of texture. We'll get some other different types of high vegetation as well. Yes. Yes. Ooh, yep. Ooh, jolly good. Maybe some of these. Good. Good. How does that look now? That looks like more of a forest. Great. Very nice. Maybe a little... Hang on. Here we go. A little row of these little guys along the edge here. Just leading down towards the roundabout. Just as a... You know, someone's planted those trees with a little bit more care than the rest of the forest. Here we are. Look at that. A little pocket of trees, these lovely alders lining this road, and then nothing on this side. Everything's nice, excellent, and then nothing. Shit. Well, we'll come back and do that later. I mean, this is a continual thing, right? Improvement in this game. It's never like, blam, you're done and everything looks great. You're always going to be just slowly tuning little bits and pieces. Little bits and pieces every time. Actually, I wonder, what else can we slowly tune? And explicitly, I wonder if we can slowly tune a top entrance into Caleton. Although, Caleton doesn't really seem to be receiving all that much traffic at the moment. The traffic seems to be really just on this this roundabout here in the middle, right? It's just people sort of looping around. And then I suppose they get stuck in behind some traffic lights there. And maybe that's what's causing the problem. It doesn't... Is it bad enough for me to worry about? Let's see. Traffic. It's kind of bad. But it's not super duper bad. It's not super duper bad. It's not really something that I need to be fretting about, I think. Or, if I do want to fret about it, maybe I can do that. Like a little further down. Maybe we need... I'll tell you what. Maybe in addition to this, maybe we need another little road that comes off of there. We'll have one with trees coming on it. No, I want to make a squiggly one, please. So we can have one here. Here? Yeah, sure. Why not? And we'll have it here so that it comes out like this and then out and around to here and then connects up to the top end of the city. But then I also want to extend the city slightly, and I want it to be extended with some squiggly lines so that it's a little bit less straight, a little bit less bland and, you know, whatnot. I mean, I'm not quite doing them as squiggly lines at the moment. I'm kind of doing them as curvy lines, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, I want it to be non-square, non-gritty, just so that it adds a little bit of visual variety to what we're doing. And with the roads that are coming this way, I think they should wrap around the back of this stuff and get out to about here. And should they join onto this roundabout? I feel like, yes, they should. And we can have that come to here. And then... Ooh, Curvy Town. Yes, much better. I'm liking this. Alright, we'll have a cross street or two. We'll have one that goes there. We're going to need a connection from here to here at some point. Should that be in the middle? I think it should. And we'll do that. Ooh, this is like a Sydney thing, where you just have a little zigzaggy street like that right in the middle of an area. We can have this connect up here at the top. No, we can't. What's going on here? What on earth? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I don't know what happened there. It just decided that it didn't want to build, but that's fine. All right, we'll get this out. Get this right up against the freeway here. I mean, this is going to be a fairly rubbish area. Rubbish? I mean, it won't be super nice to live in. It'll be fairly noisy because of the freeway, and it'll be... I mean, it'll probably be not too bad. My goodness, look at this traffic. What's going on here, guys? Why is there a car park there? Is it because we just built a little extra nubbin, and they decided, well, we better park there. Like, just get away. Go on, off your trot, on your bike, or car, as the case may be. Right, get all of this parking out of the way as well. It's not helping us, and then that can go all the way down to here, which is good. That should do the trick, and that should help this area to flow a little bit better. And maybe, maybe we'll just have a little road that then comes. We'll use a highway off-ramp, right? And we'll just have one that sort of comes straight out of here and then connects straight into this network here, right? So if people want to come in this way, they can just turn straight in and away they go. Okay, good. So, Squiggly Wiggly kind of looks like... Does that kind of look like Patrick? With the little foot here? Is that just my imagination going crazy? No? Okay. Alright. Right. So, we've got this set up. Let's get some plumbing into it. With some of these bad boys. And we'll see what we can do about running this. We'll try and keep it under the roads where possible. Right? So that it at least fulfills my RP to a certain extent. Right? I'm trying to do things kind of legitimately and not do the cheating, but not also do the trying to make everything as crazy efficient as possible. And I'm not a power gamer, guys. I'm not a power gamer. I'm not even particularly that good, but I'm having fun, and I hope you are too. Right. So that's taken care of. What else are we going to put in here? I think, so far as the neighborhood itself goes, that's probably fine to get us started. And we can start using, what? Residential? Residential, sure. And we'll start filling in this section out the back here, right? So these areas here can be sort of used to let Caleton bleed out and expand a little bit, right? Just around here and around here. These little sections here, and then we're going to need to be mindful of parks as we go. So I think we need a little roundabout park. And we're going to need... we need something snowy. An ice sculpture park. Oh, that'll be lovely. We'll have one of those there. And then maybe... We've got a skating rink already. A ski lodge. We don't really need a ski lodge. We could have a little sledding hill. That might be fun. We'll have one of those dotted over here. And then maybe something else down here. We'll see how we feel. But we'll let these guys start to populate out. And I think what we'll do, just to keep, to keep things deadened so far as noise goes, is we'll have the offices backing onto the highway, right? Like this. And then we can potentially have offices here, and then big sales here, big commercial up and around here. That should take care of that, right? Because that makes noise as well, and we don't want that bleeding. In fact, in hindsight... Oh, I don't want that there. No way. In hindsight, I should have put the sales... sales. I've been at work all day, guys. I've been dealing with salespeople all day, and now I can't get the word sales out of my head. So, I should have put the commercial up against the freeway so that it could be doing the, they could shout at each other across the sound barriers, which I've just realized I haven't installed. And then you could have your offices behind that. But that's okay. We'll do it the way this is sort of falling in at the moment. Okay, is that too much? It might be too much, but let's extract this out a little bit to here, just to help. Well, I was going to say just to help power, but they're already powered. Where are they getting power from? Oh, they've touched up through here, and this will connect up here at some point as well. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. A nice little extension, just to sort of fill in this zone and give it a little bit of something. And what we might do, yeah, we might start bringing these trees across into the back of these offices as well, just to make things look a little bit shinier, shall we? Okay, let's do that. Get into here. We'll get into... What did we use last time on the other side? It was like green trees and all sorts of wild stuff, wasn't it? Okay, let's go, I guess, some alders as well, because I do really like how they look. They're a really nice tree. Alright, so we'll have a couple of those down there like that. And like that. Maybe not a palm tree. We'll get a couple of these bad boys in as well. Alright, just dotted around like that. And then a couple of big ones. A couple of conifers would be nice. Oh, the buildings are coming up and starting to knock my trees down as they appear. We'll have a little trio of conifers there, and then maybe one big boy, and then I think the rest of it should all be small bushes. I think. Oh, jeez. Okay, we don't need our brush to be that big. Small bushes through here. Diddly dot, diddly do. We'll get a couple of oaks dotted in. Just to add a little bit of texture and size variety. We can have a couple up the center here as well. Why not? And then some vegetation. What else do we have? Low vegetation. And then, yeah, okay. So it's all just high and low vegetation. We'll just have a little bit of that dotted... Whoa! Oh, that wasn't me. That was a building coming up. Okay, a couple of these. Can we just go down to a single? And I'll just selectively place a couple these in like this, and then I'll rotate that one again and put that there. Yep, lovely, very nice. We'll have one maybe not onto the road. We'll have some underneath these pines. How's that? Does that look good? I think it does. Maybe some low vegetation as well, and we can have that all around in the center of this roundabout here. Yeah? Ooh, that looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's just a little bit of texture. A little bit of texture, just to add a little bit of lifelikeness. A little bit of something. A little bit of je ne sais quoi. Please don't Please don't judge me for how I speak French. I don't speak French well. Okay, great. So, that's taken care of. This guy over here is taken care of. Maybe a couple of little extra bits and pieces here and there. Just to cover up the snow a little bit. One here. And then one like there. And there. Okay. Better? Much better. Look at that. Trees everywhere. New buildings popping up all over the place. These guys aren't going to have the greatest time. I mean, it's going to be fairly noisy backing onto this joint with all these trucks and things rolling through. But you know what? Stuff them. Stuff them. They're going to suck it up. They're going to like it. And they're going to continue to make my town awesome. And... yes. 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 Very nice. One in here. Tuck that in there. Actually, we can have that coming out to a little grove of those trees coming out the back here. How's that look? Yes. Lovely. Oh, actually, we'll bring it all the way down to here. And one or two over on this side as well. Oh, yeah. Alright. There's still some work to be done there, I feel. I feel like I can still do a little bit more with that. This area, holy dooly. Well, that popped up quick. Okay. So this area has basically sprung to life in a major way. And it's all still... okay, it's all still sort of level 2, pushing into level 3. But not, you know, super duper dense just yet. We've got a band here that we need to fill in, hopefully with residential. And then we've got this section here in Coleridge Heights. I mean, that's got... I should probably put a tram in there as well. I'll think about doing that. But I'll think about doing that next episode. For now, I'm pretty happy with how that's all come together. With how that's all worked out. We've got a few vacant lots here that still need to be filled in. We've got... What? Oh, did we win? Yay, we won. We beat Westfield FC again. Next time we're up against Rockdale on the 13th of the 7th. Man, I love this. This is fantastic. This thing has paid for itself already, surely. Maybe not. I can't remember how much it cost. But the Tom to Dome makes me very, very happy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you're continuing to enjoy this series. I mean, it's not getting, you know, a super huge amount of views, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because I really enjoy playing this and I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of you out there that really enjoy watching it. So, friends, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.